Hi everybody, my name is that Joe Guy. Welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero, where Joe forgets which direction the shortcut was in. Let's try this one. This looks like the obvious one, but I really don't know. I really don't. I mean, could it be done by these wires? I think it actually might be. Well, good. That saved some early episode frustration, didn't it? I wonder if I could have cut in from that from the other side. It sort of makes sense from a gameplay point of view that you can't. Like, you have to explore by land and experience the ice worm first. But from a realism perspective, there's no reason why I couldn't have started the cut from the other side. I don't know, maybe I just never found it or never noticed the tooltip and there's been frustration and who knows. We'll see, we'll see. I'd be curious if you want to let me know in the comments. If anybody's still watching, of course. I wouldn't blame anybody who hopped off this series because of oh, nice, here we go. Because of the delays. One important thing to note, though, in case you're wondering, like I'm committing to this. Like, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate, you know, you guys and everything that you've done. This channel wouldn't have been nearly as fun without any of you, and the first Subnautica would not have been nearly as enjoyable of an experience were it not for you guys. But I'm doing this for me, you know, for a couple of reasons. A, for closure, but at the same time, I feel like I could walk away from this series and not feel too bad, because it's not like Dragon Age where I feel like I haven't completed the game until I've done all the DLC. I've done the first Subnautica, and Below Zero is kind of a separate beast with obvious links. But here's the thing. I don't think I'd play this game on my own. Like, it is intimidating. It's intimidating even recording it. But like doing it and knowing that there's something a little bit more worth to it. Making the series and knowing that people may or may not be watching it and having that completion on YouTube so I can go back and watch it if I ever want to kind of like relive those memories is motivating. And also, I like, despite me saying that I might not play this if it was just me, I want to play this game because I love the first Subnautica so much and I want to see where this mystery goes. Having said that, like, depending on how I do today and how long I want to play for, I may well see my return to underwater, which is something I'm much more scared of than the above land sections. Maybe this will happen right now. Who knows where this will lead? Keep an eye on that depth meter, here we go. Good timing there, Mr. Worm. Loading. It doesn't actually show my depth meter anymore. I think it did before and it was a bit of a giveaway, like where you were going, but not this time, question mark? Where are we off to here? Well, I'm still getting weather effects, so I must be above. Yeah, I'm at 0 meters. Where am I? Is this just another part of the basin? What's all this? Hold on. That's my flare, isn't it? Right. Okay, alright, well, okay, not a seminal discovery, but do you recognize it yet? We are back in wherever the hell it is. I don't remember, but you should fucking hell. You should recognize it here. This is the proper basin. Good link, okay. Handy, not incredibly handy, but handy. 5 robotics center. Well, it's nice to have mobility, I guess. Right, so now to make a decision. I have the alien parts from the I have the alien parts from the ice worm basin. Did I not open this? Yeah, I did. I must have. It just reset. I have explored the portal and made the shortcut into the basin. It's a bit weird because now I feel like that shortcut that I made through the ice is now to here. Where actually it's about the same distance from White Shore. I don't know. Of course, like where I set up my base at White Shore would not be where everybody else was set up, so maybe this portal's more useful. But you know what? Let's well, at the very least, what it is a reliable way back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in, go to the top as I said I would, put the beacon down. To mark where this kind of easy out is, because both it leads to the shore and it leads inside the glacial basin. I guess I'm referring them now to Iceworm Basin and Glacial Basin, which is not necessarily accurate. Let's pop it down then. Okay, give me a moment. Basin Architect Portal. And I guess it's a utility thing, so let's, you know, I'm just gonna step a little back in here. How did I mark it before? Because the red is kind of for, yeah, green is a base, red is for unexplored. So let's, and yellow's for what? It's for vehicles. So I guess let's go with orange. Easy, tiger. Well, blue for explored, that's one thing. And then orange for just like utility, I suppose. It's not like, like the scrolling's really weird. Like it doesn't let me scroll up here, see that? And yeah, it does let me do it. I don't know, whatever. So let's go with orange there. Then you stay here. Ooh, goodness me. I need a hot second to think, if you don't mind. It does like just looking at me, doesn't it? Thump thump. Okay, think. This thing shorts out, I think, when I tried to map it. Yeah. Signal lost. What are the odds that I think I've explored everything up here? The odds are pretty high, if I'm honest. I've come across, I think, 3 mini bases by Alterra, the Architect Emerald mining station, and the Architect Portal, which leads to a kind of personally useless shortcut. With that in mind, let's leave. I think that's the best thing to do. I think we need to start heading back underneath the water and making our plan from there. So, I think, run for it. And of course, now this is where the thing that I was talking about earlier, I don't want to complete Subnautica without having you know, my shortcut, my underwater shortcut's a bit easier. Let's use that. Where am I going? Oh. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, just chunks of episodes means that viewer engagement is reduced but not eliminated, so please do let me know in the comments, and I will see it eventually if I've missed anything in the basin, which is important. Once again, same rules apply. I don't care if I missed a first aid kit. I care if I missed a PDA or like another architect site or something like that. You don't need to give me details, just say there's more to explore here. If not, then we'll say goodbye to this place for now. Returning to the ocean. Man, So yeah, not too much of a cliffhanger from the last session. I guess I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it's handy, but not really that handy. Like, and that's the thing as well. Like, quite often, and I should know this from the original Subnautica, the portals you found, with one exception, the one on Sunbeam Island, they did not take you somewhere new. Instead, you found them, and then you found their kind of initiators lower down, and it made shortcuts. So that's maybe what I should expect more. I found one other alien portal, and I'd forgotten about it. So I was expecting something new there, but that's okay. That is not a criticism of the game by any means. So now what? We need to think about pushing a bit deeper. Now, I would have loved to have a prawn suit, so let's... I know what. We'll start it light, getting used to being underwater again and having to manage breath instead of the cold. So let's return to White Shore, and what we'll do is we will put our snowsuit away because we really don't need it anymore. I guess actually I don't need the snow fox either, so let's put that away first. Captain. And you know what? I won't cut through this. At least I don't think I will. You guys can join me for this kind of like slight dot of maintenance. As I put this away. And I'll take it. Oh, I can't take it. I can't access its upgrades. Like, that feels like it shouldn't be, doesn't it? Like, because you could access the CMOS upgrades. In fact, there was a little ramp allowing you to access the CMOS upgrades. But you can't do it here. So let's pop just that in there. The ion cube can stay in there as well, as can... I only need a couple spare batteries. The thumper I don't need anymore. The mineral scanner's fine. Repair tool, yada yada. I don't need the thermoses anymore, so let's stick them back in here if we're going back underwater, which we are. I can combine this with some snow. Boop. Give myself a little bit of extra. Got a couple of nutrition bars, a couple of first aid kits, got the spy pangolin, which I don't need either. And go out resource mining in the glacial basin. And in some ways I think it might be easier to mine up here than it will be down in the water. I'll see how I feel at the time, because I actually do feel another base building coming on. Ah, yes, I need that. I should just flap that on right now. And did I have any other clothes? I don't think I did, you know. So I'm stocked. I should just put this put this away. Yeah. All right, so let's review. I've got like a little notes of my objectives here. Voice log, yes. So let's first of all we'll review our beacons. So we got copper mining station. I'll put on all the ones which I think are worth still exploring. We've got the Mercury 2 wreck. I do have a laser cutter now. That's a big possibility. Don't need that. You know, that's... No, orange is fine for that. Just stop fanning about with it. Pangolin Pond, that's a base. Architect Emerald Mining. Yep, that's fine. We've got that, the pilot, the last known location of the pilot. That should be yellow because it's a vehicle. Turn that off too. And I'll stick that on because that's fine. There's the drop pod, which will never be activated again, and a couple of those artifacts too. Aside from that, my objectives are explore and map out the interior glacial basin. Can I actually can. It's kind of windowed. Risk it. Oh god. Please don't ruin my recording. Explore and map out the interior glacial basin. I've just highlighted a Word thing in the Word document now. Delete, because this is done. Oh god. It's lagging, so it's not registering my double click, so it's trying to highlight the whole line, and that was a bit frustrating. Also bring Alan to alien bits. So I've got like the array inside the monkey nest, your drop pod base, the beacon inside the monkey nest, the Delta Island thing by the penguins. I actually don't... Delta Island? I actually don't remember what that's referring to. And Station 0 locked area. Locked area. What was Station 0? Research. No, I don't need any of that. Here we go. Oh, so Delta. Okay, Delta was that. So which one's the, what the hell is Delta again? See, I don't play video games. I think Delta was this here. Okay, so that's fine. Delta. Oh yeah. There was there's a thing by the penguins. Now I remember. And then there was Station 0, Outpost 0 Xenobiological Research, which I think is this up here. And there was a locked area. I don't know what I was talking about there. But you know what, let's just go with it. And I don't, like, despite having put away a bunch of the above ground equipment, I'm okay exploring 0 and Delta without it. So that, I think, is the best thing to do to start us off. Other than that, long way away. That one's quite nearby. Pilot last known position there, not as far. And then the Mercury 2, so that, yeah, the pilot's last known position is past the Mercury 2 wreck. And then the copper mining station, which, from what I remember, just goes down and down. I feel like I need a vehicle with a good crush depth to it, like the prawn suit, when I finally get that, to go exploring. So with that in mind, let's bear those in mind, those beacons. But we will actually... We'll actually go and see the alien bits and see if Alan has something to say about it. So let's go to bed first of all, so we can use the daylight. I don't think I have a bed at drop pod base. I might do. I don't think I do. I think I deliberately didn't. Here we go. All right, down to the moon pool and let's bounce. Lovely day. And this will be good. Because we're halfway through this episode, so this will just be some light kind of
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Stuff of interest. And you know what? It might not come to anything. Hey, Nova. Boom. Go. So I actually need a beacon for pod base. There it is. Off we go. Let's go down to the floor too. Might as well get used to being a bit in the deep again. There's a little bit of like struggling when it moves from like rendering lands to rendering water. That's fine. So yeah, we might get to the alien bits and nothing will come of it, but well, there might be something. And in the meantime, we can just kind of chill. Man, so many of these creatures I've forgotten about. The sea monkeys, whatever I just hit, those weird claw things. Those weird claw things. All those brainfish. So let me ask a question. This game has now been out for a while, maybe even like a full year or something. I started this series pretty soon after it came out, but by the time I upload this and everything like that, God knows how long it will be now. A long while at least. What do people think of it? Like, opinion I heard from somebody, I actually think it was Nova, Tenebris Nova. God, I'm just callously murdering here. Still, that's on them. There we go. That it was shorter, but good. And obviously, like, it's different in a couple of kind of interesting ways. Like,
welcome aboard, Captain.
It's kind of even more non-linear nature compared with the first Subnautica, in that, like, there's a lot of major places to visit. Huh. Fragments. Actually, I wonder if this can do the scanning for the, shoot. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping it would be able to get the architecture, the architect stuff, but no. So let's just, blow on right past pod base. At least now this will be my kind of last saved area. Yeah, shorter, but good, and kind of interesting in some new ways. Do I actually have a beacon for Delta? Delta Station Dock. Do we start with Delta? No, let's start with Station 0. I know I marked that. I must have done. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Here we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and I've like seen a couple of YouTube videos. I feel like there was one like why Subnautica 0 feels lesser or something like that. So I don't know, like I'm loving it. But if you remember Subnautica, when I first started Subnautica, I think I literally said like try and stop me from playing this game at the moment. And things are different now. As I've said, and as you may remember, I am stopping doing Let's Plays, and I am less motivated to record, or even to really game in general. I have other interests and other things to dedicate my time to compared with when I was playing that game. Here we go. So I would say that I do not have the same, that this game is not having the same wow factor as it is, as it did for me before. Ooh, locked area. Yes, it was over here. That was it. It wasn't inside Delta, it was this way. And what a difference now. Like, by this point, I would already be kind of like, I gotta get to the plant. But I cannot say in truth, like, whether that is a difference in the game itself. Like some magical concoction of ingredients in the first Subnautica that just made it more compelling. Or if it's me and my personal experience with this game, and maybe everybody's personal experience with this game having now gone through Subnautica. I wonder what this game would be like to someone who did not play the base game and did not know much about the base game. Because one thing about Subnautica, the first one, was how incredible it was at sparking the imagination. The ocean was terrifying, and with that fear come, like for any horror fan, with that fear comes like your brain goes haywire thinking of possibilities. All right, Alan, you got anything for me? What do you think of this bad boy? I can get in. I wasn't expecting that.
What is this place?
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
Good to know. Oop. Come on, boyo. There we go. So yes, the first Subnautica was mysterious and like you didn't know things like you didn't know things like the world was finite, for example. You crashed on an alien planet, and it does not start with any indication, unless you really read into the subtext, that you are going to be like that you're not going to be able to like travel the whole planet. The planet seems small. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But like you can see to the horizon, and there's this feeling that you could go there. And when you play more into the game, you realize that actually there's a really elegant means of constricting the map. And kind of like, as a gamer, you assume that there will be something like that. Because a game like this can't go on forever. It's too detailed, it's too rich, like there's so much story focused around the Altera crash site and things like that. So you know that there will be some restrictions. But that doesn't matter as much as that feeling that you have this whole planet. Or more accurately, perhaps, that this whole planet has you. And so, like, you look at the shallows, and then you look out to past the Aurora, sorry, not the Altera, the Aurora. And you look to, like, occasionally you'll get glimpse to where the water just goes, like, down, like there's a shelf and you can't see the bottom, and you just have no idea what's down there. And it's just fires up your creative brain in ways which oh, that's snow, which currently Below Zero just it isn't doing in the same way. And like, maybe we're a victim of being familiarized, you know. It can't be new again. And to Subnautica Below Zero's credit, I feel like it knows that. I feel like it knows that most people will be playing this game having played the first one, and is therefore maybe not maybe putting more of the mystery into its story than the actual environments itself. At least that's how I feel. I feel like I'm more interested in seeing the story unfold than just getting a closer look at that Leviathan. Take that for what it's worth. Got a few minutes left in this episode. We will also go see Delta in that time. I wish I could order those. Maybe I can. I don't know. So let's beeline it right up to there. I don't think I've ever gone from Zero to Delta, so maybe we'll see something new on the way there. Sorry. Speaking of wham bam, let me just stick that stuff in there. I remember for some resource gathering. Maybe I should do some of that on the fly. So yeah, let me know what you think. Like, those who've played the game, those who have seen others play the game. What is your verdict on this compared with the first Subnautica? Do you think this adds anything that the first one was missing? Do you think that this is missing anything? I think it does both. But I think the question as to whether it is missing something is also about whether the thing that is missing was deliberate. You know, I think I hear a bone shark. Oh, we should be coming up on Cryptosuchus territory sometime soon. Yeah, okay, you're just gonna get comfortable with the noises. I'm almost there now. There you go. I think there was an eclipse. I was worried it was getting night there for a second, but no. Quick Cryptosuchus check. We're not being followed, but we do know that one is over there. What's up, Delta? Alright, so I think it's left here. You know, these things, like, they're handy and they're nice. More than anything in Subnautica, though, they feel convenient. You know what I mean? It's like, and that includes, like, the means to cure the plague. Us landing on the one planet in the universe which, like, both still has the plague and has the cure for said plague. Maybe that's one of the first things you see in Subnautica Below Zero. It's something which was grown seemingly specifically just to help you. And like, you read the entries and it makes sense, you know, plants gotta keep themselves warm. But was there a reason it... Yeah. I think it does this defensively, right? Like, that's it. Like, it warms itself like this and it burns hot, so it spreads itself out like this. But it also, like, it looks neon and mechanical. It has, like, the X button there, things like that. It feels like its design is meant to invoke technology, not organic. And so you come onto Subnautica Below Zero for the first time, you land on 4546B again, one of the first things you find is almost like something so game designy. Yeah. Maybe that's why the wow factor is seemingly a little different here. What do you think of this bad boy?
It's both reassuring and unsettling to rediscover this site after being in storage for so long. My connection to the network grows stronger, however slightly.
Uh-huh.
I hope you will continue to search for more of these.
Okay, good. I don't think I saw this before. What is this? Oh, it heals. He's good food, yo. Okay, well let's grab a couple, and remember this is here, and maybe start growing it for ourselves. All right, guys. Well, that's this episode, I think. In the next one, what we'll do is we will go back to Pod Base and explore inside the monkey nests, because there was well, a couple of major alien things in that area. Yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Do let me know what you think of Subnautica Below Zero, and obviously, like, keep spoilers out of it. Like, I'll be very glad to hear what people think of the whole game after I've completed the whole game, but in terms of just like thematic stuff and the way the game feels, try to keep your criticisms and your points to that end. Do you know one mystery of the glacial basin we never cracked? What that noise was. Never heard it on Delta Island, never heard it at Station Zero, only heard it in the glacial basin. What on earth would that have possibly been? I think I heard it underwater too. I think I did, so it wasn't just about being on land. Very strange. Like, the comments I was getting, particularly from you, Nova, saying there's nothing to worry about suspiciously often, means it's something. Who knows? Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good evening. But not afternoon. If you have a good afternoon, I'll be mad.